I'm Tom Schneider, and this is Richard Branson. Actually, that's not true. I'm David Kugel, and this is Larry Gibson, and we're the co-chairman. Larry's the managing director of Kelleher and Rogers Auctions in Hong Kong, and we are excited today to bring to you some newsworthy information regarding the upcoming May 5th, 6th, and 7th Hong Kong Asian sales. Larry, I know that you've got this incredible collection. All I can remember is how you toiled over this collection for about 6 months, curating every piece in it to make sure it was correctly, accurately described. It got imaged front, back, sideways, the way you wanted it. And that was, I believe, the Sunrise collection.
That is the Sunrise collection. So the two real backbones of the stamp sale, which are going to be the first 2 days, right, Dave? The 5th
May 5th and 6th, yeah.
The stamp auction part of our upcoming May sales are going to be the 5th and 6th with currency and coins on the 7th. But the two big cornerstones of the stamp section both come from California. One of them is referred to as the Sunrise collection, which is has been put together, and I use that term loosely, by an old friend of mine for at least 30 years or more. When I went out to see him and spent a couple days, we went through it. But this collection offers not only just rare items, stamps, covers, varieties, specimens, you name it, it's in there. But it also goes beyond that into like little collecting categories, usages in Tibet, usages in West China. This lot is going to have a lot of individual lots that are going to be this collection. You're going to look at them and say, these are just gorgeous. But an interesting part of this sale is going to be the little groups and small collection lots. Although we do have quite a few large collection lots, as we always do. There's going to be little groups of things that a specialist collector is really going to be interested in the Sunrise collection. So, you know, out of the 800 plus lots, I think it is, in the stamp part of the auction, almost half of them come from the Sunrise collection.
And when you say stamps, you really mean postal history, too.
Postal history, stamps,
postal history.
Amazing. The second part that is really noteworthy is a collection from just a very careful collector from out in Palo Alto, California. But this is beautiful. This is out in the heart of Silicon Valley, and this collection was put together. It started in the early 60s, and you'll notice many of the stamps were acquired from J.R. Hughes and people from that generation. You'll see stamps with Livingston Hughes and so forth. But this collection was completely different. It all fit into one album. It was virtually all mint. There may be an odd use stamp here and there.
But wasn't he like a condition freak?
Absolutely.
It had to be perfect.
If you can imagine a Scott album collection of China, all mint, missing 3 or 4 stamps, no more than that, and of course small $1 is one of them. That's what you pretty much had with the Palo Alto collection there. And then the People's Republic of China section is pretty meaty. And there's quite a few collection lots and lots of interesting postal history to People's Republic. So this is going to be a little wide-ranging sale. So it's, the people get a little chance to view this stuff, maybe either online or maybe with the help of BIN, right?
And it reaches out through the Qing Dynasty, through the Republic period, into liberated areas. It touches all the aspects. I mean, the big word today is social discourse and social connection. Were there any covers that really spoke to you in terms of the social conditions of the usages of any of these?
Well, you always get some missionary covers that are interesting, when you get into 19th century stuff. But a lot of these covers written from, the Sunrise collection focused a lot on very remote areas of China, stuff where you, even going through the war years, you don't see. Like, for example, there were some of the hidden post offices used during the Japanese occupation period.
Wow, those are rare.
So you had stamps going through post offices that were almost didn't exist, So there's lots of interesting things like that. So it'll be a kind of sale that, if you're coming to view it, allow some extra time.
And is this a typical K&R sale, Larry, where there's lots of collection lots, group lots, where dealers and hoarders and investors can get aboard and buy something like they've
Well,
never seen before?
We do. We're known for collection lots, of course, and this has
Far and wide, big and deep, is it?
well, it's different. I mean, we have a decent amount, up through the Republic era, up through 49, say, decent amount. Believe me, I have enough to keep you busy. Postal history is going to be a little more than we usually have, and it's going to be little groups. Which, if you collect a certain area or a certain theme, you may want to look a little careful. And then, of course, the PRC seems to have a very good range of material, both collections, postal history lots, things of that nature. So I'm thinking it'll be an interesting sale. I'm looking forward to it.
And we welcome everyone from across the globe to participate in what we feel is going to be a pretty exciting auction sale.
And I just have to say this too. A lot of people don't know this, but Ben, who works with us, he told me he doesn't need any sleep before and after the sale. So feel free to reach out to him. He's always a big help.